You are now tuned in to Uptown
That
Talk.
Michael Jackson time.
Bro, that era of music, bro, that discography, even Lionel Richie, bro. I listen back to some of his shit. I'm like, this nigga.
No, that's when like men loved. That's when back when men really loved women back in the day.
Oh, but
Or at least they was singing about it in the like.
oh, that was the purest form of music, like creativity, though.
Yeah.
Like Stevie Wonder, bro. Like, come on.
You know, but listen, you know that's like the best music because,
Oh, that's the best time for solo artists
my
and
bad.
groups.
No.
Groups.
But from the standpoint of like you play all those songs at weddings now.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's not that many songs from like 2014. I mean, not 2014. In our era, I'd be like, I'm gonna play these at weddings.
You could play them at weddings, or you could play them around your parents.
No, I will play them the newer songs, I should say.
Bro, I think what creates like longevity with songs is if you could capture them with different age groups. I think that's very powerful. Like if you could capture a song and it could transcend just your demographic, your age demographic, and it could go to your parents, your grandparents, even not necessarily your great grandparents. Everybody's not fortunate to have them around, but if they could find a tune and be like, oh wow, come on, what is this? Like, what do you put me on to? Then you know that's a mark of a great song.
Listen, I know because my parents are a little bit like, what's it called? Stricter? Not strict, but I know for sure Michael Jackson was always good to play in the house no matter what.
Definitely.
Oh, by the way, we started the podcast.
Yeah, you could have told me. I'm over here listening to daddy baby videos and stuff.
Oh, yo. I was about to say the rats, man. Hurry up.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy.
Nah, it definitely did sound crazy.
It's a dude on a video like, yeah, the first time, dad, you're going to want to do this. And then baby's poop the first time is going to be really hard to clean. I'm like, I didn't expect that.
How hard it was to clean it. You never changed the baby diaper?
Yeah, but they said the first time, like the very first time when they first come out.
Oh.
Yeah. They said it's not going to be like the regular like consistency that it normally is.
So wait, what is it going to be?
It says it's like a black tar like substance.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So I'll be happy to meet him, but I won't be happy for that.
Yeah, your eyes going to be picking up charcoal.
Yeah, I mean, it's my son.
Rude awakening.
Hey, man. Hey, let's cheers to that. It's your
Cheers,
son.
cheers.
Word. And if you're joining us, this is Uptown Talk, episode 69. You see how we changed the beginning? Because we had to get rid of Rashawn. This guy was slacking.
Are you going to tell him where he really is?
Slacking. Say nah. This guy decided that he wanted to work for some reason on the day of our podcast. So I was like, yeah, you know, as good brothers, we have to go get your money, brother.
Yeah, like how does he look like neglecting a top priority to actually do our podcast? That's kind of strange to me, right?
I thought I was going to tell what he really doing.
Well, what is he really doing?
Oh, fighting crime.
You're not giving him the Batman title.
Hey, Sean, I tried, yo. But they not with it.
He not Batman. He Luke Cage. He's Power Man.
He said that because he's black.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I'd rather that than Aquaman.
Nah,
that was a terrible movie. By the way.
Nah, I mean, but Aquaman was never black. Oh well, actually, one Aquaman was black.
Come on.
Yeah, you know what? He is Aquaman.
You gotta be really tapped in. Come on now.
We talking about all this and it's Women's History Month.
Oh.
Come on now.
So what you want to say? He's Wonder Woman?
Start the video.
It started.
What's going on?
Nah, man, what's going on with everybody? As you know, we had our little banter right now, but it is Women's History Month. Well, I would love to ask what a woman is doing right now, but you know, because during Women's History Month, we don't matter that much anymore. But we're gonna ask Quan and Tyler how their week was.
My week was smooth. Same as always. Work, fitness, focus. Just trying to just do a little bit more of showing appreciation to the women in my life and just highlighting them and just focusing on a lot of the achievements that's been, you know, happening throughout the history of not history, but throughout during this time of like really just highlighting women. So
Did you do anything to appreciate a woman?
definitely lending my words and extending beautiful nights out.
That's dope.
She don't want them shit. No, I'm fine.
Beautiful nights out. I actually recently finally got to see the Bob Marley movie. I thought that was eventful. Yeah, it was eventful. Learned a lot, and a woman that needed to be highlighted within that movie is Rita. She was a very strong woman.
That was the Bob Marley's wife, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that was Bob Marley's wife.
His main wife.
Yeah.
I think.
You know the actress?
Yeah, it's the girl. She played in Woman King.
Yes, she did play in Woman
Okay.
King, and she killed that as well. But
Yeah.
she did a
She
great
was like
job.
the chief. Not the chief. She was like the general
Yes.
of one of them, right under like
Yes.
Viola Davis and that shit.
But
Yeah.
no, Rita in the movie, it just showed how she was like somewhat of Bob Marley's like conscious. She kept him level headed. She kept him knowing like the ultimate goal and kept him focused. And but also she showed him the importance of family, of always remembering that families come first, and that your message is important, but value your family as well.
I was gonna say that was like some like they were just trying to convey a message for the sake of having a message in the story. But from what I heard, the Bob Marley's family did like play a major part in the construction of the movie. So they gave him a lot of stuff. Excuse me, but they gave him a lot of information and like a lot of guiding, from what I heard, as to how the movie like was played out.
So how was your week, Ty?
My week was good.
I could tell it's real good. You came here in shorts.
Yeah.
I'm like, it just got warm.
Yeah. I went to Liberty State Park today. Yeah.
You had a picnic?
Yeah.
Oh.
Literally, that's what we did. Went out with the
Liberty State Park,
family.
is that-
So
Yeah.
is
Okay.
that
Tough.
so this is how you appreciated your woman for Women's History Month?
That's right.
Look at that guy. That's why
Shout
he's
out my wife, Juju. Love you, baby.
Yeah. Show the ring, show the ring, show the ring.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's how you what if he's like
But yeah, I'm excited to be here, man. Excited. I missed y'all.
oh.
No, I was out last week.
Oh.
No, I remember the week before that. So I
What
feel like
is-
I ain't seen y'all in a minute.
Oh
The episode before
yeah,
last.
and it's
Yeah.
funny. And now everybody just want to take turns taking a day off. It's crazy.
Nah. We gotta get the gang all back together.
Most
Word.
definitely.
But now we ready to tap in, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
How was your weekend?
Where I was about to
Well,
say, I know
week,
you're in a
Tosin.
rush to tap in, but
I'm just ready.
I have feelings too.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. It's Women's History Month. I had a pretty decent weekend. My mother's back from Nigeria, and she left to Jamaica today. Yeah, she's living her best life. But so I appreciate a woman, my mom, because she gets to go and travel to other places and then come back to the home and just kick it in my house and pay that I pay for.
Right, just leave you here.
No, I love it. Don't worry. I'm saying this funny, but I love seeing my mom happy. I do. It does something for me.
Shout out, mommy.
Word, shout out to mommy, and she's always gonna come home and cook. Listen, she always has a place in my heart. You gotta cook to get me. Wink, wink.
I was like, ladies, y'all hear that? He's telling all the secrets.
That was
Word, I got wine for y'all. You know how much women love wine.
Oh.
Women and wine.
Go
You
hand
know,
in hand,
I always thought about this. I feel like, and this is some random thought I had, right? I think women like wine because the wine glasses are imitations of their body. Think about it. If we drink whiskey, we drink it out of that regular circle cup, but this drink got shape to it.
It does.
Just random thought. So
I think I can ride with you on that.
okay, thank you. Let's do a toast to that.
I see you trying to cook.
It's definitely at least under review. So
Yeah, but all right. Where do we want to start at? You want to start at your boy wanting to be president?
no.
Oh wait. Sorry. Before we get to that, we do need to switch into a little bit morbid space. So let's start it real quick. I guess with the Akira Toriyama thing.
Yeah, we do need to say rest in peace.
Yeah, we were talking about that today, and it was just like, it feels like you lost a part of your childhood, or
Yeah.
a part of your childhood just was like ripped
Yanked
from
away
you.
from
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's funny, like, you know, you don't even have to necessarily like know him, or you know, like, because I can tell you, I've never met Akira Toriyama, but hearing him pass away, and if you don't know, because I know we're just rambling here, but Akira Toriyama is the creator of Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball series, and a couple other things. There's another thing she did is Doctor, I forgot, it's a girl, but he did an anime like that, and that was like his whole. That's how he got started into doing Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, man, he's 68 and passed away. I was like, I know for me, like Dragon Ball Z definitely was a major part of my childhood. I know, you know, that was back in the days when you had to wait every week for a new episode.
Oh, the anticipation, bro.
Bro.
Building up to a new episode for Dragon Ball Z was it was one that it was hard to wait. I think with that anime in particular, it was one of the animes that really resonated and connected to me and made me actually want to look into like different animes and like look into like the different like the lifestyles and like really look into the customs and like their traditions. Like,
what was your biggest, I don't know if you got one of these, but I know I do, I'll tell you in a second, but what is one of your biggest lessons or themes you took away from Dragon Ball Z growing up?
One of the biggest themes, one of the biggest lessons is that, at least with Goku's character, always looking to do the right thing, even if it compromises. It's kind of like with the Bob Marley thing. Mm-hmm. He put his message in, really standing up for humanity before anything else. And I think Goku translated, it was like a reflection within the Goku, his character within the anime.
You know what it reminded me of? Remember when Kobe said, maybe it wasn't Kobe, but I feel like he said it one time. If you're lucky, you find what you're passionate about at a young age.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And that's like, I know it was always funny, but to think about, imagine applying the same mentality at this, because I think my thing from it was being able to work hard at something, but if you love it, you're going to do it hard. You're going to like go 110%, because, real shit, Goku just enjoy fighting. Mm-hmm. But if you really take ideas and he enjoys to do something and he's good at it and it, it serves a bigger purpose. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's definitely, and working hard is just like, I know it's like a kind of a little bit cliche, yeah, but it's like, working hard, like, that's crazy, but you just gotta love what you do. I don't know. Yeah.
I could always appreciate that Goku made it, like, he was cool to be like pure of heart, like we all thought he was cool growing up, mm-hmm. but like he didn't need to be like a bad boy or anything like that, like he was always like true to himself, pure at heart, like Quan said, looking to do the right thing. So mm-hmm. that was one of the first like positive role models we seen on TV. Yeah,
he was a comfort camp. He's like Uncle Iroh. He was a comfort character growing up. You get what I'm saying? But he's like, sometimes I think we choose like characters growing up that fulfill certain spots in our life that we kind of like, may be absent. You get mm-hmm. what I'm saying? And the idea of a Goku was always like, he I can't tell you what, but as far, especially just being like a man, it's like those parts instead the aspects of like, you're missing as a man, or you feel like you could do better at. It was like certain characters in TV shows, and for Goku, for me, it was definitely he was one person. It's like, if I look at him as a character, I'm using his best traits to feel like as guidance, mm-hmm. in a sense. I know that was a lot, but yeah, I think, I don't know. What I be thinking about now is what made this dude Akira Toriyama like think of this character, and if he did, like when he was making them, did he know that he was creating like such a revolutionizing,
A legend.
a legend,
Colin's character.
yeah, like that's just
transcends,
crazy,
like,
man.
and just anime, it transcends anime.
No,
Like,
absolutely, and it's just going so well. Yo, you know they were in Mexico and they had like millions of people lined up. Well, like as if it was like a stadium. Millions of people are watching Dragon Ball Z, like the episode. It's the newer ones, but you know when he fought Jiren, that fight was lit though. That fight was lit. I know y'all didn't watch the Super yet, but anyway, yeah, I'm like, yo, how you know? Yo, they have at soccer games in France. They've been holding up like Goku images. You get what I'm saying? Everywhere. I'm like,
rest in peace to a legend.
Yeah,
damn, Goku. I know this is funny, but Goku or Michael Jackson? I know this is a random question, but just clear all the side stuff. But who's more?
That was like the most Gen Z thing you.
Who's more? How's that most Gen Z?
That was insane, bro.
I know.
Was insane.
Okay? Who's more influential though? Influential. I'm not saying just like as a person. Forget that.
Yo, I can't even answer that question in good faith, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You gotta go. You gotta redeem
Anyway,
yourself.
to the next topic.
You gotta redeem yourself with the rest of the episode.
Nah, I love women, and also women don't care about Dragon Ball Z. So this all sounds like
That's not true. I got my wife watching it.
Oh, yeah. But
shout out Juju. I love you.
Did she just start watching it, or
she watching with me for like the last couple months?
Did she just start watching? Like, did she watch it when she was younger?
No.
It's different when
she
you watch
in another
it.
country.
It's different when you watch it. What does that mean? There's people watching. Like, they was watching Dragon Ball Z in Nigeria.
Yeah, true.
They just had a season behind us, but they was watching it.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Yeah, what you talking about?"
But yeah, rest in peace to a legend. Akira, what is his last name?
Akira Toriyama.
Yes, Akira Toriyama.
Nah,
rest in peace to a
cheers
legend.
up to him, please?
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. Let's cheers to him. In other news, we could pivot towards back to Women's History Month celebration of Caitlin Clark. She broke the mark for the most points recorded in NCAA history. She passed Pete Maravich. 3.5 weeks ago, she actually passed Kelsey Plum from the Las Vegas Aces. And bro, for her to pass Pete Maravich, the dude averaged 44 points in his college career. That's insane, bro. Granted, it was no 3-point line. It was no shot clock as well. But that's insane to pass him, bro.
Yeah. Question.
What are you guys' thoughts?
Wait, she was the one who went against Stephen Curry in the.
No.
That wasn't her. I'm tripping.
No.
I'm sorry.
Violent. No, that's Serena, bro.
You're violent.
I was just asking for clarity. What if I just came in and been like, oh yeah, you know she was killing. She almost beat Steph Curry. I had to ask for clarity. But
she definitely gonna be in the next year for sure. She got.
Yeah. No, but
because she already declaring for the.
How long she been in college for?
This is her 3rd year.
Damn,
for real?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she was injured one year. I know she has 1 extra year of eligibility. Excuse me.
That's scary.
And she opted out to declare for the draft. She will be going number 1 to the Fever. And honestly, I think, which is a proposal I've seen other people make, so I can't act like it's my own thought, or my own idea. I think they should add an extra person. There should be an extra person added to the 3-point shootout, like the separate one they did with like the individuals.
Oh yeah, I think that would be good.
Serena, Steph, Dame, Caitlin, or Caitlin, Steph, Sabrina, Dame, or something like that.
Yeah,
like
I think
a 2-off.
I think 2 off.
Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy, but
nah, but I think listen, they did. We're not gonna get too much into All-Star game. They got a lot of changes, but I do like that idea. I like the idea of people going against each other. So maybe they need to have like some more tournament kind of based. I mean, they do. It is tournament based, but it's like one-on-ones kind of situations.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It was competitive too.
Yeah,
because Steph won, but Sabrina in the final round, she got 26, bro. So she wasn't. You get me? She didn't get a wash. It was close. It was competitive. So
yeah,
I think Caitlin Clark definitely has the star like potential.
Yeah, written all.
She definitely gonna be a star.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
No,
I think the game she broke the record was like one of the most watched games in like college history.
Yeah, I think they were saying the
Yeah.
tickets for the NCAA went up like a crazy amount since last year.
Yeah.
I don't have the exact numbers, but
No, man. Listen, when I remember the championship last year when they played LSU, Iowa versus LSU last year, it broke the record for most views, and then it looks like once again this year they're going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like especially if Iowa gets deeper in the tournament. So shout out Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, definitely shout out.
She's different.
Shout out Caitlin Clark. She brought us a sense of bravado, bro. A sense of flair. A sense of just a new energy level to the collegiate level of basketball. Because I think it's been somewhat absent on the men's and the women's side. And I think with her going into the WNBA next year, I think it's just new energy because with Asia Wilson from the Las Vegas Aces, she's been holding it down for the last couple of years. She's been winning MVPs. She didn't win WNBA championships. So you got Kelsey Plum on the team as well. So the Fever, I forgot the young lady's name from the Indiana Fever, but it's another starter on the team. I can't think of her name right now, but. At least she won't be going to a complete bottom feeder. She's gonna have another star on the team, so
Listen,
I'm excited to see that.
That NIL deal got her acting dummy,
bro.
Yeah.
You see what happens when you pay the college players?
I could genuinely say that right now, women's college basketball is almost on the same level as like men's college basketball.
I thought you was gonna say better.
I mean, I don't watch it that much to say that.
Yeah, I saw a couple.
But
things.
I do watch a lot more women's college basketball now. Like Juju Watkins been going crazy for USC. Shout out her. LSU still tough. Angel Reese, FloJo, they still tough.
Yeah, they just had a competitive game with South Carolina. That was very competitive.
It was. That was a good game.
Like 7-8 point game or something.
Yeah.
They had a fight during the game. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, don't tell me they doing this to get the views. Because they don't need it now. Like, we actually just tuned into the game.
Exactly.
Like
competitive basketball, man.
But yeah, shout out Caitlin Clark. And
Most definitely. Salute.
Women's basketball right now, they doing a lot of good things.
For sure.
They're doing a lot of good things on the men's court too.
Right, but it's women's history. Man.
I know, but the women are some of the women are wilding at the Lakers game.
yeah. The ones that own the team.
Right. They got a lot of power. I know she felt extra empowered.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Listen, why was she filling up on him like that?
Yeah. Are you gonna tell the people what we talking about?
Oh, listen, y'all.
Unfortunately, I got the picture in my head when you see it.
Yeah. I'll try to.
I got the whole video image in my head.
I'll try to add it in later, but like, nah, like she was really like trying to send them out. Yo, Jeannie Buss, the owner of the Lakers, and who was the other person? It was. Yo, that's crazy that they tag teamed him too.
That's nuts, bro. You're married, man.
It really was like, yo, because that's the worst place to be in, especially as a dude. And it's two, and he was like, you jump to the other one, you jump to the side. Now the other one is on you, and then I swung my legs up like this. Nah, but for real, like he was in a lose-lose situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so LeBron was caught in between Jeannie Buss and I believe one of her friends or someone that is close to the Lakers, and it was giving off a strange perception of. Well, personally, I knew what kind of situation he was, but I know to the common person, it looked like, ooh, LeBron out here or LeBron is out here trying to watch. Oh, that's the idea that they've been communicating via social media. Yeah. I'm not necessarily in agreement with it, but I'm like, damn, it's crazy how this one image has been turned to so many things.
Can I play devil's advocate? So
I ain't say yes. Say not. Go ahead.
So they're having conversation. Obviously, LeBron James seems like he was dominating the conversation. There was more listening on the listening end of that conversation, of that dynamic. Since when did LeBron become Dave Chappelle? Since when did he become Kevin Hart? I've never seen him in that light of complete stand up. Like it seems like he was putting on a show, a spectacle.
So wait, you were saying he's welcoming that energy?
I'm just saying the young ladies feel like they was there enjoying the game. He comes with energy, you know, trying.
How you know they didn't come and sit beside him?
I'm just going from the video. It seems like he was just going. He was going into his whole spill, like, you know, delivering joke after joke. So I was. It just seemed like punchline after punchline was coming. Like
she's his boss.
Yeah.
So he had to stay in her good graces.
Yes, what are you talking about? Like part of
LeBron James. Now he's always in her good graces.
She write the checks.
Part of working is having a relationship with your boss. Now the perception was crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm like, this was probably a conversation with my boss, and my boss is too touchy-feely, and now it looks crazy on my end.
But we even put this on our list though because that was the main thing. Like, it looks crazy to us. Mm-hmm. Like it kind of put emphasis on like the power of social media in our relationships because this was only such a big deal because it was LeBron and we all seen it. You know, like look, we all know LeBron is married, and the way she was laughing on his arm, you know, it's like. All the women appreciate that. I've seen a lot of women saying like that was inappropriate, you know, or LeBron should have kind of stopped, you know, that interaction. It just looked too comfortable, you know, and it kind of, to me, it kind of pointed out like how much social media has like come to matter in our relationships and like in how we carry ourselves. It's like you almost always got to act like the camera is on you. If you're a person of that stature, you know.
No, I understand that because a lot of these relationships are they're very propelled around what people see on social media. I mean, not everybody, and I can't necessarily speak for myself. I'm not a person who's like saying that, oh, people shouldn't do that, but I do want people to be like more cognizant of who they are when they're being on a relationship. Like, don't be. I don't want people to be like in a relationship only on social media, and then when they get out, turn the cameras off. Like, I you know what the best content of people in relationships is? The people who are who they are when like the camera is on and off. You get what I'm saying?
When nobody's looking.
Yeah, when nobody's looking. But also sometimes the reality of that is, you know, you're not always like. I want to not say not cool with your partner, but y'all not always seeing eye to eye. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And that's when it just becomes now. It's like now people are, you know what's funny? I think when you put some of the relationships I do see on social media, when they record them, put them, and they get into arguments, it's like now the whole world is holding you to a person to what person said in that argument. You get what I'm saying? And it's like now they're reinforcing like our ego about certain stuff. And you know, a lot of times, you know, relationships, I think most people can understand the idea of putting their ego to the side. But in that relationship, it's like now you got everybody's opinion. Like, oh, what you gonna think? I mean, what kind of girl are you if you go back to him and do this? And same thing with the guys. It's like, oh, you can't mess with her because she did this. And I'm like, you know. All I've heard growing up is relationships is about a lot of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's important that for LeBron James and Savannah James, for their situation in particular, to show example for how to handle these type of situations. When any type of speculation comes up within their marriage, they don't even go to social media to really address it. If LeBron addresses it or say anything about it, it's always bigging up his wife. It's always bigging up his wife and praising his wife. I think a lot of times people get into other people's opinions, and when they listen to their opinions, it takes a shot at what they have because it's not a firm foundation. Mm-hmm. Their foundation is a bit different. He's been with her for at least 20 plus years. Yeah. So it's a foundational piece
high
there.
School sweethearts.
High school sweethearts. We were just talking about him taking, what's when we talking on the podcast about him taking her on a date to Outback or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
When he was 15 years old. He's like 39 now, so it's like...
That was a very fly date.
Yes.
So, I know that. It's the 90s.
So he's been with her for 24, 25 years.
It's the 90s. No, it wasn't.
Just about. So, yeah, like, make sure you have a firm foundation. You got to have a firm foundation, and the outside chatter would not shatter what you have.
But,
you know...
But see, I think the thing about what LeBron is like, and I'm just messing around with this or having fun with it, but it's not gonna really affect LeBron because LeBron, I don't think they put too much of a presentation on as far as their relationship. I think for the most part they do what everybody else does in relationships. You don't air your dirty laundry out in relationships, and from them two, I don't really see anything. It's all good things, as it should be. You get what I'm saying? Like, granted, I know their inner circle probably knows what's going on, but like I said, they're not doing a bunch of presentation of, oh, we're doing this. Like, it's just, oh, we go out, we do things in relationship, not like a lot of other celebrity relationships, because I don't want to start saying names. But like I said, like, it's not like a put on or a show. I just think they stay in the best light, and then all their other stuff goes on in public. That's what, and what's it called? LeBron has also been just good at staying out of bad limelight, which you want to do. I think everybody should try to stay out of like not drama.
Negative press.
Do you think so? You just spoke to LeBron saying out of negative limelight, especially in pertains to the opposite sex, dating, or even being in a relationship, even talking about that. Do you think that the comments that Amanda Seale made on the Relationship Restored podcast, do you think her comments about me paraphrasing what she said, but men not liking women, men liking pussy, and society basically not nurturing kindness, men having kindness towards women?
Hold on.
You want to play the clip?
Yeah, I was gonna pull the clip up.
Okay.
Because I know it was paraphrasing. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
What did she say? Nah, but
that way we can't take it out of context.
Yeah.
No, hold on. You sent this to me, right?
Yes.
Amanda Seals.
Yeah. And
no, but I mean, it's back to the perception thing. Me and Tyler was talking about it earlier. I think the perception of men hating or men not, actually liking women, I think it's a skewed perception of the world. Like, I get it, because there has been multiple situations, I'm getting ready to play this clip, that, I could be like, yo, women don't like men. But I know that that's not the whole, that's not the whole boat. I'm going to play it right now. Hold on.
I don't know that I have met enough men in a romantic space. Let me not say I don't know. I have not met enough men in a romantic space that like women. They like pussy. But they don't like women. They just tolerate them. Yeah, like they don't think we're cool. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't think we're on their level. Like they don't see joy in us. Like they don't see our uniqueness as additive to their individualism. Like, and so they don't have like a inherent kindness that they extend to us. And I feel like that's been something that a lot of my female friends have like extended. My homeboys are men who I've never felt like I wasn't equal to. And then when I did, it was like, oh, well, we're not, you know what I'm saying? But they have always regarded me as a full person and like shared in my space, right? So I've had men who are like, I don't want my girl to be my friend. My girl is my girl. Yeah, that's common. That's really common. My girl is my girl. My friends are my friends. That's very common. And I'm really just like, there's just a kindness that I think a lot of men don't have for women.
You can clip it.
And I've experienced it in a real way. Like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah. I mean, the immediate thing that my mind kind of grabbed to was when she said, your man or my girl shouldn't be my friend. And I mean, take it how you want it. Maybe people gonna hate me. I don't think your girl should be your friend. There should be a friendship in your relationship. But ultimately, no, my girl is not my friend. I mean, and but that doesn't mean now you don't have a kind relationship with your woman. I think it's the little in betweens that like of what she thinks is supposed to be a man or what or the men that she's talking to was. I think that's, like I said, it's back to the skewed perception. Whoever she's seeing is emulating this idea that or this aura of not being kind. And I mean, I think my experience, once again, I'm kind to most women. I don't know how y'all might be, but I'm sure y'all pretty kind to y'all women.
So, me listening to that, what I initially grabbed from it was, the sense of the male being the breadwinner, aiming to be the breadwinner, trying to be the head of the household, having that alpha mentality, does that have anything to do with her typically dating the opposite sex? Mm-hmm. Because my conversation with women, they feel as though sometimes they may feel as though men play too much into that, and it comes off a little strong, and it feels as though they are putting themselves before they actually put them. Mm-hmm. But for I can only speak from my personal experience. When I deal with a young lady, I try my best to develop a cordial state, somewhat of a friendship, where I'm getting to know them, and then as we go through the stages of getting to know each other and my constant pursuit, like Tosin, prior to us, I'm starting a pod today. He was talking about the courting process. Mm-hmm. Him actually enjoying that process. I enjoy that process as well. Mm-hmm. I enjoy the pursuit of, putting my energy out there, showing my interest and showing my love. And I just think that's embedded in me from my father. But I think a lot of what I, look for in a woman and what I try to pursue in a woman comes from the women that's in my life.
Mm. I'm glad you said that, because a man's father has a very, very, very important role in like his relationships and interactions with women. Mm. So I would say that the first problem is a lot of men aren't really being taught like positive ways to react with women. I see that specifically with a lot of the younger generation, and how they talk about women, where we kind of like, they look at them as more of like objects versus people, like it's important to say, like, at the end of the day, like, women of all kinds, their cultures, like there's women, different cultures, different communities, different environments, like they're all different, like women cannot be grouped into just one way of thinking or one way of acting. Ultimately everything in your life affects who you are as a person, so I can't say that men don't like women, because women are all different, like I'm sure everyone in here has encountered a woman that's like a little bit more on the tomboyish side, or a woman that's super feminine, and you would treat those two women totally different.
But here's is that perception of the woman has not become your whole perception of the woman, as far as you said the bad experience one? Mm-hmm. Like, that hasn't been your whole perception of a woman. I think that's what I'm saying. It becomes a little bit very dividing because of the fact that, people are watching this, and you know how susceptible people can be on social media. You're saying these things and it's true only to you, but you're now, I feel like she's comfortably making it okay for like women to understand or set the precedence that, men aren't good people or men are not like, you get what I'm saying? I know that's a big jump, but it's like the planting the seeds of men don't like women. That's a strong statement.
So I'm not super familiar with Amanda Seales' dating history, but I like to be solution oriented. I think we're a solution oriented podcast. I think with her, maybe in her head, she may be looking at it in the sense of trying to create a bettering process for men to interact with women. Maybe her experiences, more like what she spoke from. She's dealt with too many experiences where it was the same outcome. Maybe she's just looking for men to put a better effort.
Maybe I'm personally also got a little bit weighted towards it because some of the Amanda Seales content I've definitely seen has not been friendly to men. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And
it come off like a personal attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because here's my thing. I've also seen, women have different, they'll express different opinions about men, but I feel like every time I see Amanda Seales, it's about an 8 or 7 in 10 chance she might be saying something mean. And I'm not saying that's her whole content, but there's been enough times I've seen I'm like, damn, do you like men at all? You get what I'm saying? It's not like when you see, I don't know, an artist cheat on his girlfriend. I'm like, damn, bro. You feel me? It's like, nah, it just be like, what's the word? Unsolicited. Yeah. I'm like, or it's like a specific or specific topics you always speak on this.
But that's the perils of social media because, those are the clips of her that go viral. She might have a whole supporting, evidence for everything she's saying, but all we see is the clips where she's talking negatively about men, and those are the clips that become the most famous. I think that what she's saying is what she's experienced, and it's easy for people to kind of dwell on their own experiences, versus really just understanding that people are all different, so if you only ever think about what you experienced, then like you would never have a fully honest opinion about the possibilities, like most men, if they get, they heart broke by a woman, it's like F women for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm never going to treat a girl right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Future Hendrix. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we see that often.
Future into this.
I'm just calling how I see it. But we see it often, so I can't necessarily say that it's the same thing with her, but she's literally said, like, she hasn't experienced a man in that space. And I can tell you as a happily married man that I really enjoy my wife. Me and her have a great friendship. It's not just we married, but I ultimately appreciate it because I know that everyone's different. Like I did find a woman who is fun, and she's a nice person and we have a good time. We have a good relationship, Now, every woman I ever dated wasn't like that, So that's why I can't just totally I can't totally say that what she's saying doesn't have any validity to it at all, but we do have to remember that everyone's different.
Yeah, so it is her truth. I will say that.
Yeah, I was about to say, Tosin seems a little bit more familiar with her content, the content she puts out, and me, listening to the clip and actually viewing some of the decent portion of the podcast, it generally seemed like she was coming from a place of concern and like hurt. For me personally, what I took from it seemed like she came from a place of hurt, and that she's trying to just kind of figure out what it is. Like, is maybe not if she's the common denominator, but like what is it like? Is it an issue amongst men? And I think overall for men and women, we need to just create a standard of what we are looking for. And you need to dictate if this person fits this criteria that we're looking for early.
And one thing I was going to say, though, if we're going to say that, right, now what if a guy comes out talks about Amanda Seales and says, like, hey, yeah, Amanda Seales did this and it made this hurt about my feelings and this and that. Like, and, because a lot of times when we look at, and I don't mean to make it sound like this dramatic, but when you look at it from the victim standpoint, it's like, oh, we feel so bad about the victim. And it's like, did you have a part to play in how this man was reacting as well too?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
It is always two sides to the story.
Because I always say this, my thing about and my thing is not even if she did something, is she accountable about it?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my thing. I think my worst experience with women, and not saying as a whole, but my worst experience and that stuff that I can't tolerate sometimes with women is, or women that I've had a negative experience with, is the lack of accountability when they do stuff. You get what I'm saying? Because I will say, as a man, we got to take responsibility when we do something wrong. Like, I'm sorry, this and that. But listen, women are just as bad, if not worse, at saying I'm sorry or I apologize. They'll do a bunch of other stuff, and personally for me, I hate that, because I know you, like, when if a girl I'm dating, if a girl I'm dating, she does something wrong and does not apologize, and then she does like little stuff like try to snuggle up under me, or that irritates me more, because now you're trying to act like I'm dumb and trying to butter me up. Now, I will say, sometimes you let it slide, but eventually you're going to have a couple situations like, no, you didn't have accountability, and it didn't acknowledge how I felt about it. And that's definitely something that, not to come at women or anything like that, but it's definitely something that, when we're pointing fingers at men, because I don't know, from social media perspective, this is very okay and comfortable to be like, niggas ain't this and men ain't that and guys ain't shit. When we pointing fingers at men, also, you also remember, pointing finger at somebody, there's three fingers pointing back at you. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to ask you guys, we were just Tosin just talked about accountability with women and stuff. I know we all have monumental women and very important women of our lives. Who was the women that held you accountable as far as like treating young women in your lives, about helping you to groom you into becoming the young men that we are, who helped mold us into, being the figures in the community that we are, and, even venturing out into business? Who are the women that really impacted our lives?
Yeah, that was a good question.
I would say my mother,
Okay,
of course, but it wasn't that we had those conversations. It was more just her leading by example.
Okay.
Like my mom was always, she just always got the job done. Like figuratively, literally, in whatever sense you want to look at it. She always was on top of her game. Even like, I never even seen my mom struggle, and while she might look at it as like, oh, I could be doing better right now or anything, like, as children, we had everything that we wanted. I could never think of a time where like I wanted for something, or like I didn't feel my mom was there, and that just inspired me, because it kind of like, that's like the family legacy, like that you got to keep that going if that's your example. I feel like children are gonna follow the example that they have. So when I saw that growing up, it was like, nah, I gotta be right. I gotta be mannerable. I watched my mom, be mannerable. I watched how she interacted with elders. It's like all those things translate to now how I am. I was even laughing earlier because you was calling your dad's friend like Miss. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the way we act. Whether it's how we speak to like elders, or like, how we even speak to just women overall. It's like you can see the respect. Respect was always something that was preached to us, and whether it was the women in our lives just being the way they are, which made us want to respect them, or them actually like talking about it and telling us how we should act. It was like, you can't deny that presence. You can't deny that we had a good example growing up. Like when we see your mom come in, it's like, oh, hey, like we're going to all speak. We're all going to get up to speak to her, to greet to her. It's a level of respect.
I'll pose the same to you, the same question to you, Tosin.
Well, before we get into it, the time I was like, yo, damn, I respect Tyler's mother, but I'm also kind of scared of her. You remember in high school when we planned to have the party?
Yeah.
We put out a party because your mother was going away. Everybody was going away. So, we call it. I remember we about to have a basketball game, so we waiting. It's like one of the tournaments. I think.
Christmas
And
tournament.
I think it was at Central. It was like one of the Central, and we waiting to play to get on the court. And then I'm just watching, like trying to focus and tune in. Next thing you know, I get a phone call from a random number. She's like, and then I'm like, what the hell is this? But we in high school, I ain't got to worry about telemarketers and nothing. So I was like, who is this, dude? So I picked up. I'm like, hello? She's like, Tosin, take that fucking flyer down. it's like, there's not gonna be no party in my house. I was like, yes, mommy.
Well, I'm gonna let you finish in a quick second, Tyler. Me and Sean got it way worse than you got it, Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as me and Sean was walking upstairs into the house, bro, we got kicked right out.
Wait, what?
Right out, bro. We got kicked right out, bro. Tyler's mom was pissed with us, bro. Like,
wait, does anybody know how she found out to this day?
Yeah, my sister told.
Word.
Wait, who?
Tasneem.
Yep.
Dead ass?
Yeah, she snitched.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd she do that?
I don't know.
So she just did it just to do it?
Yeah.
Yo, that's maniacal.
International Women's History.
Shout out to women.
That's maniacal,
Shout out to
bro.
women's in our lives.
I still love my baby sister.
Nah, that's crazy. Even though she flipped on us.
Yeah.
That's crazy. She snitched.
Yeah, that
We were supposed to have a party. That party was supposed to change our life. I remember we was really talking about like, yo, it's gonna be some Project X shit. Bro.
Yo, we were so gassed.
I was over here lying to my parents like, yeah, ma, I gotta work at Hollister tonight. I gotta work overtime. I'm trying to make some money for prom.
Yeah, we were so hyped, bro. We
Nah.
was talk around the city, bro.
And then I was like, damn, now I had to go at Sean's house and play 2K till 1 a.m.
I think I just got punished for that. The same mom I love and respect took my phone. Couldn't do nothing. I almost ain't played the next game we had.
No, that was a magical time. I don't know, me. I was trying to think of somebody else who's like, in charge of like, my perception of women, how I treat women today. I mean, I was trying to find somebody that's different, but yeah, it's my mom. I mean, y'all know my mother. My mother, like she the mom and the dad in the house, so it'd be like I'm scared of her, but at the same time, she gonna cook food for me, so it's like, yeah, I mean, and like I said, it's just basic things, being nice to a woman. One thing my mother always said, cause she just knows how the world can be. She said, yo, don't ever put your hands on a woman. She said, the day you put your hands on a woman is the day you lose that woman. And they may not leave you right away. It may take a little while. They may not react to that, but once you lay your hands on a woman, like mentally, they are already detached. And then you already know how that go. Once they're mentally detached, physically they're going to go too as well.
So I wanted to talk. I mean, obviously, I could talk about my mom. So involved with us, and taking us places.
Yeah.
From
back in the van.
From practices to games to back to Tyler's house. Actually, letting me and my siblings spend. When Dover and Sandy Hook hit, we spent that whole time with you guys when the power was out in Ivy Hill.
Yeah,
unfortunately, Tosin couldn't make that trip.
Nah, but I came by the house a couple of days.
Yeah, he did.
No, I was about to say that's the day. That's the shit that took out down the basketball hoop in the bag.
But I wanted to talk about the.
No, I'm talking about yours. Mine was good.
No,
I want to talk about the patriarch in my family. My great grandmother. She's 94 years old, turning 95 this year. I think with her, she exemplifies like selflessness. Extreme selflessness. Like, she's the type of person, you could walk in the kitchen, she couldn't have eaten the whole day. She'll just see you. You could have food, or you could have just eaten, and she'll just offer up her food to you. It's innate. It's second nature. And you talking about resilience and strength. Like, when I seen this woman beat cancer like 3 times, bro, on 3 different occasions, like body aching. Like, even at this stage of her life, like, her her memory's getting a little worse and her losing some strength, but she still has that reverence and that respect that she always carried since I was a little boy. So I'm a grown man. So I always like to highlight my grandmother, my mother, but I try to go so strong and highlight my great grandmother because she did so much to shape me as a man.
I think we're all examples that it really does take a village to raise a child. You know, don't laugh at me. That's a real thing.
Listen, it hit, but I was over here looking like, damn, this is Hallmark right here.
Yeah, but the main thing I'm saying though is like, notice how all of us said like, you know, a family member, you know, like a mother, a grandmother, a great grandmother, you know, it's like that ultimately sets a person's morals, their foundations, you know. So I couldn't come home to my mother, you know, like if I was out treating women like shit, I couldn't come home to my mom, you know, and look her in the face. You see what I'm saying? Like she literally wouldn't allow that in the house. So when I look at even what Amanda Seales was speaking about, you know, it's like how many of those men that, you know, don't like women, like according to like how she said it, how many of those men have like positive female, you know, role models or like examples in their life, you know? How, like, what are those men? How are their relationships with their mothers, you know, with their grandmothers, with their sisters, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't build like something good on a shitty foundation. You know, the foundation is everything, you know? How your relationships with your family are going to set the template for your relationships that are romantic, you know? You kind of got to treat them the same way. You know, once a man and a woman become married, they're considered family. You see what I'm saying? So why would I treat my mother and my wife different? You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to treat both of them with respect. Treat them, you know, as if I cherish them, you know, have love for them, like, you know.
Well, listen, man, women teach you a lot of stuff. That's the main thing. That's one of the best gifts that women have, like, given to me, because they say men taught me some things, but women taught me a whole lot more. Like, just, I don't know, little things about, like, women will teach you things about yourselves. Like, you know, it's always sometimes annoying when girls will ask you, like, what are you thinking? It sounds like annoying questions.
Why you impersonating them like that?
I don't know.
That was crazy.
You definitely did not do them justice.
Yeah, you proving Amanda Seales' point.
Listen, that's sometimes how they sound in my head, and maybe I'm not doing
that
it
was
good.
insane.
Like, listen. Back to what I was saying, that women, they, like I said, they'll ask you questions and get certain things out of you that you weren't even thinking of yourself. I think as a man, sometimes we're like in survival mode sometimes. Like, men just think about, all right, this, that. You know what I'm saying? But women think about, you know, the in-betweens of life. You get what I'm saying? Like, women live, men survive. That's why if you ever listen, I've noticed that every time when Julia moved in with you, and when Sean started dating Kelly, I'm like, damn. Yeah, I was like walking into your house, and I'm like, are these motivational words on your walls? Like, like, when did you get this? I'm like, damn, it's a nice decor. What you came from Best Buy? And then it started smelling like lavender too. Like, I'm like, nah. This one, I'm like, nah. Now I'm actually in the house. Now, before we were just at Tyler's crib, but when like Julia came, like, oh no, this is a home.
When I came in the basement, I definitely saw personalized paintings by Kayla in the living room area.
She was thinking about the feng shui.
I saw a big Puerto Rican flag in the bathroom. I was like, this is definitely this is thinking outside of the box. This is not a man's touch whatsoever.
That's when we lost our boys.
Nah, we still here, but we just, like, once you have that right woman in your life, like, your perspective change.
I'm sorry, just real quick. A Puerto Rican flag in the basement is hilarious.
Shout out KK.
Yeah, shout out KK.
When you in love, you'll let anything slide.
I'm like, damn, nobody speaks Spanish here at all.
Come on, man. Not even Kayla. Collaboration.
Anyway, nah, but
Jokes.
but yeah, nah, man. Like I said, I think women definitely they know how to add that spark to life. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's definitely important to have, like, you know, a woman come in different shape and forms. But I think one thing about, I don't know, that I like, at least in the women I talk to, is them being able to add this spark. You get what I'm saying? Or this different thing that I wasn't thinking about. Like, just as simple as, like, yo, having, they'll put them little plug-in candles joints. So I'm like, damn, like, I didn't even notice how much I like my place better when it smelled good. Like, not saying it was stinking before, but, you know, it just ain't had no scent. It just smelled like a house. Yeah, but, no, I know, Talib, that, like, for you, it's definitely been... What's so funny?
I'm just anticipating what you say.
Nah, I'm just saying, I'm like, how has it been having, like, a woman who's... I mean, I ain't trying to kick you in your back, but, you know, she definitely added a step up.
Nah, I'm definitely not ashamed to say that. And you kind of said it earlier, like, you know, when y'all used to come over, you know, we was playing the game, you know, we was getting some food, you know, but
we was low-key fucking it up a little bit because we be playing the game and sweating at the same time.
Domino boxes all over the place.
Now we taking our shoes off, you know. Now we listen, we got a baby coming, so you can't be tracking, you know, germs through the house. They say your shoes dirty. I wouldn't even know that if it wasn't from my wife. So.
Yeah, I know you was watching baby videos earlier, like, I was like, oh,
a woman would change you, you know. But it's all about finding the right woman, you know. Like, I think we can all agree that, you know, if you felt like you had the right woman, it's like you willing to do a lot more. You willing to, you know, go deeper into your bag of that romantic space.
So let me ask you a question. What are the, like, wrong things to look for in, like, in women? What are the red flags to look at in women? I know, you know, because a lot of times we could be like, well, this is what I do like, but we sometimes not really paying attention to, you know, the things that you may disqualify certain things. Like, yeah, a woman can cook, but she can't be a serial killer or something like that. I mean, I know that's extreme, but
I think what you said earlier, a lack of accountability, that's a big thing on my list, you know. And I would say that, you know, lack of emotional intelligence, you know, like you gotta be, you can dwell on your emotional energy, but you got to be aware. You know? Like, awareness is key. You know, not everything. I think that's one of the biggest differences between men and women. You know, like, not everything deserves an emotional reaction. You know, so I feel like once, you know, in a good relationship, the masculine energy and the feminine energy balance. You know, so where, like, both sides of the coin, you know, can be seen. You know.
I would like to add that red flags I look for is just signs I try to pay attention to is someone being spiritually connected, for sure, to a power that's greater than them. Also, someone that's family oriented. If you're not family oriented, we cannot really vibe because I'm so connected to my family, just like you guys are. We are so connected to our families that if you don't have that attachment or that sense of connection, it's like it's kind of what wouldn't work. And I think the last thing is, even if they're not necessarily into it, but if they see the value in some type of health consciousness, I think that's very important. Even if they're on the stages like, yo, I'm in the stage where I know I need to implement these things. I know I'm probably eating terrible right now. I have no desire to actually work out, but I know the importance of it. So I'll eventually, when they get there, I need you to motivate me. Even if they're at that stage, but if they find no value in it at all, and they just excuse after excuse, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah, because you strong as shit. So she at least got it like working out. Like, I'll be honest, but what you think?
Nah, I was gonna say, I think for a red flag for me, another red flag for me, because I know I gave my other one earlier. I'm trying not to lose this thing I had in my head. So
I know you mentioned lack of accountability earlier.
no, I'm not trying to lose it. Hold on.
And I stole that from you.
Okay, so another red flag would be, oh, I need for now. I don't want to say I need, but I like for a woman to like me. You get what I'm saying? And I know this sounds like regular, but like I need a woman to be able to express in some way that she likes me. Like, cause me, I'm already naturally like I'm a lover boy. So like,
You sound like the male Amanda Seales. Go ahead though.
My nephew.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh because he opened.
I'm not even off you because he was over there. You peeped how earlier he was over there praying on LeBron's downfall. He was over there like, well, you know, LeBron, you know how LeBron is like, yeah, well, how'd you fall so far?
Yeah, that's woman history.
Yeah, I'm just never like LeBron. But anyway, look. I need for a woman to like me because listen, I am a lover boy. Like I like to do all the nice stuff for my girl. I like to be all that person, but I can't feel comfortable even doing it if I gotta like guess if this person is interested in me or it doesn't necessarily mean like doing anything crazy or extra.
The top.
Yeah, over the top. Like, you don't gotta like massage my feet or nothing like that. But it would be nice if you did it.
That's pretty good.
Nah, but that is something you could do. But it's just the little things. It's just the little things.
If
Like
she she'll stay away from you.
Like,
I'll be completely honest.
Hey man,
I mean, I ain't gonna front.
Hey man,
But my feet ain't nothing to be invited to as well. But
hey, listen,
she'll run from your dog.
Listen, man. My mama gonna clip my toenails. She gonna clip my toenails. Listen,
that's a brave woman right there.
And that's what we need.
Treacherous.
That's not even romantic.
She gotta be brave enough to love me. She has to be brave enough to love me.
That's not even romantic. That's just brave.
Nah, but look, man, you can't. Somebody told me, a friend told me that like don't let no woman half love you.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
that's a bar for sure.
I understand different love languages and different ways people express how they are appreciative or like someone. But listen, you gotta like. I have to be able to see it and be like, and acknowledge. Okay, yeah, this is what it is. But if it's just like I'm always one of my big thing is even just to start beginning like some girls, when you're talking to them or the ones that hasn't worked out. They don't ask me how I'm doing. And I'm like, damn, you don't care about how I'm doing? Like, I could be falling down a hill right now or something like that, or in a car accident. And it's like, they don't even ask you that. And that time when you have to, like, keep hitting them up, or those instances when you have to keep hitting them up, it's like, yeah, I don't feel the like. And if you like me, you're going to have to change because I'm going to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's one of my red flags. So I guess to put it short, red flag is not expressing some type of like for me.
Mm-hmm. The affection,
some type of affection for me.
Yeah, I think you actually sparked a very interesting thought in my head too.
Mm-hmm.
I think we gotta also put some emphasis on the fact that like romance come in different ways.
Yeah, like, that is true.
I think social media has like glamorized the romance that's you got your girl 100 flowers last year? How about 1,000? You got 1,000 flowers.
You got her a Chanel bag? I'm like,
or this year, we gonna be floating in the ocean for Valentine's Day. It's like we glamorize all the stuff that comes with romance, but like as a man, if I'm coming to change your tire, on the side of the road, that's pretty damn romantic.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Like that's how men show that they care, And
wait,
of course,
wait. Would you change a tire for a random woman, or not a female?
I'm married, so I'm not doing shit for a random woman.
Wait, would you just not a random woman? Sorry, let me paint the picture better.
I think I get what you're saying.
Would you change the tire of a female friend of yours that you're cool with? You talk to them like maybe once a week, once a month, but y'all definitely are friends.
I'm being so serious with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is God's honest truth. Y'all know me. I don't even have female friends no more.
Okay.
I just gotta. This is my life. All I can speak is my truth.
So you don't have you wouldn't have.
I got more than enough family and enough male friends in my life.
Okay, a family member who's you're not related to. I know you have family that you're not related to that are females.
Yeah.
You change it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would.
Okay. Respectable. I get that.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I think what you're saying too is like just being a provider, you know, or like being a man in the sense of like you said, men are solution oriented or problem solvers. You know what I'm saying? So of course, like I even answer your question better. Like if I seen a woman randomly on the side of the road, I probably would do that. You know what I'm saying? But I just think the idea of like female friends, like that's not necessary to me.
It definitely depends what road it is that I'm helping her. If it's like we're on the highway, I'm like, well y'all
you driving fast?
Nah, you strong. You strong. You independent.
Yo,
you driving. You know, Susan B. Anthony fought for this.
But I think
if it's like a girl, if it's somebody who's like kind of in an inner city or some shit like that, like yeah, I'll be a little bit more. Listen, I need a place where a witness is because I done seen too many movies. It'd be one of them back roads. It's like, oh, help the damsel in distress. Now you over there hanging on your back by some hooks. Like, nah. I'm sorry.
Get this man away from the TV.
I'm sorry. That's really. But like I told you, if it's people and it's witnesses,
what the hell you watching this spare time?
Nah.
So if a girl was bad, if you seen a girl on the side of the road that was bad, you wouldn't stop to change her tire?
How would I know if she's bad if I'm driving?
You driving past and you see her face. And then she bend over and you like what you saw.
Where am I at?
Yo, what? You nuts. Yo,
it's close to the end of the episode. We just having fun.
No, but wait. No.
Wait, he's not shooting from the half cut line. He's shooting from the opposite free throw line.
But where am I at though? I'm interested.
You just driving on the highway. You see
on the highway.
You want 280.
280?
That's a very safe highway.
Wait, 280 west or 280 east?
Yo, come on.
280 east.
Yeah. Nah, 280 east, you going to North Jersey City.
That's what I'm saying.
I probably wouldn't do that, but not because of what you think. It be busy on them roads, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I can only get in the way more right now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But 280 west, I don't know. I'd be scared of deers.
I guess my question is, like, for a nice looking woman, would you tap into that, you know, more romantic, masculine energy?
Am I doing this with the intention of probably talking to
this man has a question for everything.
It's just curious. All right. Look. Ideally, yes, I would do it, but it does depend on what environment I am, because I ain't taking no risk. But I wouldn't mind helping a woman if I'm in, especially if I'm in the right mood.
Yeah, I guess what I was trying to get at is like men can tap into that romantic bag, you know, if they see is appropriate.
Yeah, because
if they see a reason to, you know, like I think, like, you know, how a woman look is what catch a man's eye. So ultimately, if you attracted to a woman, you might be willing to be a little bit more romantic with her. You know what I'm saying? You might be willing to, you know, puff out your chest a little more.
Yeah, because what if God put a flat in her tire for me to run into her and change her tire?
He works in mysterious ways.
He works in mysterious ways. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, damn, I hope maybe that's how I'm gonna meet my next one.
Yo, listen, all I'm gonna say is make sure you watching the side of the road. When
I'm about to go put the toolkit back in my truck tonight.
Cause that's a great story to tell the kids.
Yeah, like, I met your mother on the side of the road. She couldn't change the tire, so you know, changed the tire and then took on a date from there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That sounds like a nice story.
That's how the love story begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we went in the truck.
We're
done. Nah, but I mean, it was. Wait, do we have anything else that we need to get off our chest? Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay. Well, thank you guys for a great podcast. Thank you for celebrating this Women's History Month. Even though next episode we're gonna work on getting a woman, because we do need to have a woman here for Women's History Month. But if the planning permits,
yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I mean, on behalf of Uptown Talk, 3 out of 4 because Rashawn want to go work. We'll see you later. Talk. Peace out. All
Peace
that
out.
stuff.
Peace.
It's real corny to throw up these peace signs, but we gonna do it.
Nah, that's alright.